Hello and welcome. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating and peculiar moments in history when a celestial event sparked mass hysteria across the globe. Imagine this, it's 1910 and Halley's Comet, a stunning yet familiar visitor to Earth's skies, is making its grand return. But instead of awe and wonder, the world is gripped by fear, fueled by sensationalist headlines and wild speculation about poisonous gases in the comet's tail. What happened next was a bizarre mix of superstition, science, and opportunism, complete with gas masks, anti-comet pills, and even insurance policies for the end of the world. In this video, we'll explore how the fear spread, the media's role in amplifying the panic, and what this strange episode teaches us about misinformation then and now. Let's uncover the curious tale of the 1910 Halley's Comet panic. In 1910, the arrival of Halley's Comet brought widespread fear and panic, becoming one of the most bizarre episodes of mass hysteria in the early 20th century. Although Halley's Comet had been observed and studied for centuries, the 1910 appearance was the first to occur in the modern scientific era, accompanied by new discoveries, sensationalist media, and widespread misinformation. The fear that the comet's tail contained poisonous gas capable of destroying life on Earth gripped the imagination of the public, leading to extraordinary reactions and even opportunistic profiteering. Halley's Comet, named after the English astronomer Edmund Halley, is one of the most well-known celestial objects, with a periodicity of approximately 76 years. By 1910, scientists had already made significant advancements in astronomy, allowing them to predict the comet's return with precision. This particular appearance was unique because Earth would pass through the comet's tail, a fact that astronomers widely publicized. The panic began when French astronomer Camille Flammarion speculated that the comet's tail contained poisonous cyanogen gas. Although Flammarion's statement was largely scientific conjecture, it was taken out of context and sensationalized by the media. Newspapers published alarming headlines and exaggerated claims, fueling public fear. Despite reassurances from many scientists, including the esteemed American astronomer Percival Lowell, the damage was done. The idea that the comet's tail could cause widespread poisoning or even destroy all life on Earth took root. The reaction to the perceived threat varied widely across the globe, reflecting a mixture of curiosity, fear, and superstition. In many parts of the world, people viewed the comet with a sense of wonder and celebration. However, in others, it became a harbinger of doom. Religious groups interpreted the comet as a sign of divine judgment or an impending apocalypse. Preachers gave fiery sermons warning of the end times, and churches held special services to prepare congregants for the supposed catastrophe. Superstition flourished, with many associating the comet's appearance with bad omens, natural disasters, and personal misfortunes. In cities, some people donned gas masks, believing they would protect them from the comet's toxic gases. Others sealed their homes with wet towels or tarps, hoping to block out the poisonous air. Families stockpiled food, water, and supplies, anticipating societal collapse. The hysteria even extended to the animal kingdom, with reports of pet owners releasing their animals into the wild, fearing they would not survive the poisoned atmosphere. The media played a central role in stoking fears about Halley's Comet. In the early 20th century, sensationalist journalism, known as yellow journalism, was at its peak. Newspapers and magazines competed for readership by publishing eye-catching and often exaggerated headlines. For instance, articles proclaimed that Earth's passage through the comet's tail would result in mass suffocation, widespread fires, or other catastrophic events. Pseudoscientific theories were presented as fact, and experts' warning of no danger were often ignored. Illustrations depicted scenes of destruction, further fueling the public's imagination. The lack of widespread scientific literacy at the time made it easier for these sensational claims to be accepted without question. As fear spread, opportunists saw an opportunity to exploit the public's anxiety for financial gain. Entrepreneurs began selling anti-comet pills, comet insurance, and comet masks, claiming these products would protect buyers from the effects of the comet's tail. One particularly popular item was the anti-comet pill, marketed as a remedy against the poisonous gases. These pills, often made of harmless ingredients, were sold at exorbitant prices to desperate buyers. Some vendors even claimed that their pills had been scientifically tested or endorsed by experts. Gas masks, another popular product, were often no more than ordinary masks repackaged and sold as specialized equipment. In addition to pills and masks, comet insurance policies became a surprising phenomenon. Insurance agents offered policies that promised financial compensation to beneficiaries in the event of death or injury caused by the comet. While absurd by modern standards, these policies found a market among those genuinely terrified of the potential consequences. Amid the chaos, many scientists worked tirelessly to dispel the fear and misinformation surrounding Halley's comet. Astronomers like Percival Lowell and others used public lectures, newspaper articles, and interviews to explain the science behind comets and why there was no danger to Earth. Lowell, for example, explained that the gases in the comet's tail were so diffuse that they posed no threat to life. He emphasized that Earth's passage through the tail was an astronomical curiosity, not a catastrophe. Despite these efforts, the voices of reason were often drowned out by the louder and more dramatic claims of doomsayers and sensationalist media. On May 18, 1910, Earth passed through the tail of Halley's comet without incident. No poisonous gases enveloped the planet, and life continued as normal. For most, the event was a spectacular celestial display, with the comet's bright tail visible in the night sky. The absence of any calamity quickly dissipated the hysteria, and life returned to normal. The aftermath of the 1910 Halley's Comet panic highlighted several important lessons about human psychology, the power of media, and the public understanding of science. It demonstrated how fear and misinformation could spread rapidly, especially when fueled by sensationalism and a lack of reliable information. It also underscored the importance of scientific communication in addressing public fears. The 1910 Halley's Comet panic remains a fascinating case study in mass hysteria. It serves as a reminder of how easily misinformation can spread, particularly in times of uncertainty and fear. The episode also reflects the human tendency to ascribe supernatural or catastrophic significance to natural phenomena. In retrospect, the panic over Halley's Comet seems almost comical, yet it holds valuable lessons for modern society. Today, with the advent of social media and instant communication, misinformation can spread even faster than it did in 1910. The challenge of combating fear and pseudoscience remains as relevant as ever. As we look back on this peculiar moment in history, it is both a testament to human curiosity and a cautionary tale about the dangers of sensationalism. Halley's Comet will return in 2061, and while it is unlikely to inspire the same level of panic, the story of 1910 serves as a reminder of the importance of critical thinking and the need for reliable scientific communication. As we reflect on the story of Halley's Comet and the panic it inspired in 1910, we're reminded of humanity's enduring fascination with the cosmos and our occasional susceptibility to fear of the unknown. What started as a natural celestial event became a moment of mass hysteria, amplified by sensationalist media and a lack of widespread scientific understanding. Fast forward to today, and while our knowledge of astronomy has grown exponentially, the lessons from 1910 remain profoundly relevant. The rapid spread of misinformation through social media and digital platforms mirrors the exaggerated headlines of the past. Just as scientists worked to reassure the public then, we must continue to value and prioritize reliable information and critical thinking. Halley's Comet will grace our skies again in 2061. Offering us a chance to marvel at its beauty and reflect on the progress we've made since that fateful visit over a century ago. Let its return remind us to embrace science, question sensationalism, and view the wonders of the universe with curiosity rather than fear. Thank you for joining us on this journey through history. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that connect the past, present, and future.